What's up, y'all? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris.
We got Pepsi. He's on the rug in front of us, and we on episode 68. Please be sure to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to this on, whether that be on Apple, Spotify. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to that. Give us that 5-star rating. The 5-star ratings definitely went up this past week. I definitely appreciate y'all for listening to that advice because we was ready to fuck y'all up.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now we can actually relax and
Yeah, we don't gotta put them hands on y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely. But if you haven't already, please give us a 5-star rating. And if you got some words for us, leave a review. That'll definitely be appreciated. You know what's crazy? Episode 69 falls on Valentine's Day weekend.
Yo, yeah, we gotta do something special. We should have 2 women with dwarfism do handstands in front of us while we do the podcast and we 69 for episode 69. Do they have any any way to get in touch with them?
The little people?
Yeah.
Whenever it rains, you just gotta find wherever a rainbow is. And you just there next to some gold. But but how you been?
I've been good. I've been doing well. I've been back on my Animal Planet, like nature documentary type shit. That's good for the spirits because it's like white noise if you want it to be white noise, and it's some like learning shit if you want to learn. Mm-hmm. It's just a chill situation. So that's been keeping me up and uplifted and shit. It's Black History Month, so it's one of my favorite times of the year. How you been?
Yeah. I've been cool. It's just same old, just shows as usual. Getting over a little cold, and
Oh, okay.
I say I got a cold as you sitting right next to me.
Yeah, how are you doing?
No, I'm
physically right now. You haven't coughed, which is if you don't cough, you don't sneeze around me. I think we're good.
Yeah,
I am gonna remain at this distance for the remainder of this episode, but yeah, that's good. How you doing mentally? We gotta always do the mental health check-ins on here.
Yeah, no. Mentally, I'm in a great space. Mentally. I've been just trying to build some consistency, like just staying to like a routine, as far as like working out, trying to eat better. Before we do go forward, I do want to say, I do want to shout out all the new listeners and subscribers. We definitely do appreciate y'all, taking a chance on us and just joining along this journey. We got a bunch of new listeners. Every time it seems like a clip goes viral or something, and
there you go.
Yeah, there go that cough. No, so yeah, the clip went viral of we were you were spotlighting about how we need to protect trans women.
Yeah, and that's good. I don't understand what's viral anymore. Everything is so like, what constitutes viral?
Yeah,
I mean that's the word somebody else used about it too. So yeah. I don't disagree with it. It's just like,
I guess
so.
And that clip actually was from like a older discussion we had, and I guess sometimes I don't post certain clips on Twitter just to avoid the conversation. Like I know it was a necessary message.
Yeah,
it's definitely a necessary message, but sometimes you don't want that message to come across the wrong type of discourse, and that's where most people were agreeing, but it started to take in some instances some people did try to take it in a negative way, like where us saying protect trans women, then one person was like, well, we need to protect cis women too. And and
that's
it's
some
like
white people shit.
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, you can't bring whataboutisms to this shit. Like, don't, because it's the same as like a black person saying Black Lives Matter, and then you try to come in with the All Lives Matter. And I had to tell him like, yo, transphobia definitely affects cis women too. That's how it should. That's how we all know about that Sierra rumor.
That and Chingy.
Yeah.
Sierra and Chingy.
Yeah, they done, bro. We can't get a new Chingy album just because he took a picture with a fan during the wrong time. Yeah, man. And they doing that shit with they doing that shit with Michelle Obama now, right?
But they been saying she had a dick.
Yeah.
Like since Obama was president.
Right.
Because there was a picture of her dancing on Ellen, and she was doing like a little it looked like it was some in her pants, and a tampon might have fallen out. All types of shit could happen, but she don't got a dick.
I mean, she was dancing with Ellen. You know, studs, they be walking around with that thing on them.
Yeah, she might have gave her how they be giving out audience participation gifts. She might have gave her like a light up butt plug or some shit.
Give her a strap.
Yeah.
It is crazy that studs be in there with the strap on.
Yeah, and it's like
locked and loaded.
Hold on, let me tighten my dick real quick, bro. Yeah, Ellen probably gave Michelle Obama a butt plug with a squirrel tail on it, and that's probably what we saw flapping in the wind. And honestly, if Michelle Obama had a dick, go her. And she might honestly have a long ass clit, and those people deserve recognition too. But yeah, the point is, trans people are cool, black women are cool. The two things do not have to outweigh the other.
Yeah. I guess we'll dive deeper into that, but I guess before we do get into those topics, I guess we get into some questions from the listeners real quick.
Okay, we gonna do some.
All right, so
questions.
So this one question, just to start it off, something simple. Somebody asked, do you have any favorite video games? Do you play video games?
I usually don't, just because the amount of time that they consume.
It's so time consuming.
Yeah, and there's just like a lot of stuff that I want to do and I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like I love playing video games. That's why I don't play them, because they just suck away all the time that I have.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Favorite video game maybe all time might be a lot of my video games. The best ones to me are just like, it's like a nostalgia thing, because it was like me and my little brother when we were kids, and we weren't like allowed to get one player games. I had like every game had to be 2 or more players. So like Sonic Heroes on GameCube, that was my shit. Like fucking all the wrestling games and shit.
Okay.
Like I would say my favorite just like franchise, Crash Bandicoot. All time. I don't have a single one to pick, but Crash Bandicoot for sure. Okay,
so for me, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I have nothing but single player games over here.
Yeah.
So like Red Dead Redemption, The Last of Us. The Last of Us, that might be the best story I've ever played. And so I wasn't even surprised when they came out with the TV show of it, because when you play The Last of Us, it feels like you're playing a movie.
Yeah, that's certain video games games make you cry now.
Right, yeah. I'm like, damn, why am I feeling like emotions for this character?
It was great writing.
Yeah.
It's great.
So The Last of Us was great. Mafia 3, that's a great game. It's like you play as this soldier that just came home from war in the late 60s, and you playing in a town that's kind of supposed to be like New Orleans. And on this game, this shit is, bro, they making these games too real. Like, there's certain parts of the town, like, if you go into, like, a restaurant on there and they have a whites only sign, they'll chase you out.
Wait, so you're an Italian?
No, you're a black soldier.
Oh, in Mafia 3.
Yeah.
I never played that game. That's cool, though.
Yeah, you're a black guy. Like, so it's like, it's certain parts of the town, like, it's racism in this game. So it's like,
that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, so like these niggas will start shooting at you if you don't get out the diner fast enough.
That's too much detail.
And I love zombie games, but other than that, I like sports games too. I like sports games, like, that's the cool thing about 2K, where on 2K that's the one game where you could create the nigga that you want to be.
Yeah, you 18 forever in that game.
Yeah, you get whatever hairstyle you want.
Speaking of, didn't you get a haircut?
Yeah, I
hiding it?
Yeah, I buzzed it off, but it's growing back.
It's going back? Okay, I see. I get it.
Yeah, it's growing back.
Yeah, I got it. I need a lineup too, so,
Yeah,
so I got the hat on.
Yeah, I buzzed my hair all the way down, so right now I got like I'm leaning into the Mos Def era.
And you should.
Yeah, and I love it. I love having a buzz cut.
I think it's a tough look.
Yeah, it's so freeing. It's so freeing, and people were like, I had a few people say like, yo, like, why didn't you want to razor or shave it off? And I kind of wanted to go with the Jason Statham look.
Yeah. It's like, because it don't look like you did it yourself, but you could have. You know what I mean? Like, you could have been really good at cutting your own hair, and that's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to give the light skinned nigga with the mugshot. That the nigga that was locked up and came home to be. He was supposed to just be a model, but now he's a Tubi star.
Yeah. We did a Tubi movie with him. I forget the guy's name, but I know who you're talking about. He basically like came up and left his wife and shit.
Yeah.
Which is like, why else do you come up? So, but it was rude. Him and what's the other light skinned nigga that did that? The nigga that was fuck, it's like named Jesse or some shit.
Oh, Jesse Williams.
Yeah.
No, but it's funny we walked into that from video games, but
yeah. What the fuck was we talking about? I don't even know.
No, but with video games, a lot of people say like, as a grown man, you shouldn't play video games, but it's like no, it's like it's relaxing. I think nothing is wrong with having a hobby of just being able to escape and being able to do that in the peace of your own home. Like, you're not harming anybody. I look at like playing a video game the same as like watching a good comfort show or a movie or working out at the gym or something like that. It's like, it's just how some people relax. I'd rather, as a grown man, I'd rather you see you playing a video game with your guys instead of 4 or 5 of y'all in a cypher at a hookah lounge.
Yeah, doing that shit. Watching porn and shit. Nobody's like, oh, you grown. Why are you watching porn?
Yeah.
But, if you're playing video games instead of indulging in the sins of Satan, then that's good. Just general bullshit, going out all the time, fucking getting drunk.
My girl was mad during the pandemic, though.
What, because you was playing video games the whole time?
Yeah, and she was essential.
So she was going in, or she remote?
So she was going in.
Oh yeah, I would have fucking hated you.
So she was going to work, and like she'd be like, "What you do today?" I'm like, "Shit, I just played the Celtics."
Yeah, and
bitch, I had a game 7 today. What you mean I ain't do nothing? I had to carry my team to a championship.
But if you imagine if you wasn't doing that, which means you got that much time on your hands.
Right.
If you got that much time in your hands, you could be like, the idle mind is
nigga.
a bad thing.
I could be writing pilots and working on my career.
But I was gonna say you could actually just be like, in your own head, like self-deprecating, like, man, I can't get shit going on. Like the pandemic was a stressful time, especially for a comic. Like, how the fuck are you gonna make money? Mm-hmm. So if you had a chance to wind down and just enjoy your own peace, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Next question. Now, this is on a more serious note. Somebody asked, listener asked, he said, is there fatphobia amongst men? He stated that, before he started losing weight, he used to only hang out by himself, like going out to eat or to the movies by himself. But since he's lost weight, he said people now text him first. People invite him to hang out with the group.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and he said he's noticed all these changes, and the only thing that's different is that his ass crack shows a little less. Now, I think that might actually be the actual issue more than him being overweight.
Look, man, that nigga probably ain't wash his flaps. Like, fat dudes, you know how they carry around the towels with them and shit, and they wipe their faces off because they be looking like fucking glazed?
That could be the issue, too.
That nigga might have stunk. And like, it's hard to tell your man, like, yo, you stink. Not for me. I'm like, nigga, you stink. I'll tell somebody because you might not know. Yeah. So I'm trying to help you out. But his friends might not have had the heart.
And that could actually be what it is. Like, so you need to see, they might be hitting you up now because it's cold out. You might need to check to see if they still hitting you up around June, July, because that could be the issue. But also too, along the lines of like, him saying that his ass shows less, I think that's really what it is. Like, I know that's what it is when it comes to women. Women love an overweight guy. As much as men, we want to be in shape and have abs and stuff like that, women do love a good dad bod.
Really?
Yeah, women love big niggas.
I honestly do not have it. I could be honest right now, I don't know what women like at all. I don't even know what they like about me.
Bro, women love big niggas. It's just that
they're big people aren't gonna judge. A big person isn't gonna body shame another person, so that's good. Like a fat ass nigga that's like loves McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like he not gonna fucking talk about the like, you know, you got weird looking thighs or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So as a woman, that's probably pretty comforting to not be body shamed.
And like, so like if you are big, it's just nothing wrong with like if you're big, you gotta be big and put together. You can't be big and sloppy.
I think
That's what it is. It's like if you gonna be big, don't have your big ass out.
if you're gonna be big, make sure you can still do the things that you enjoy. Like you can't be fucking around like, man, I don't take stairs no more. This shit. You got to be able to take stairs. You got to be able to walk.
Yeah.
If some shit break out, you got to be able to run.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. If you can't run, lose some weight.
Your shoes can't be leaner.
Your shoes cannot lean. You can't have your food lifestyle interrupt shit that you like should be doing or want to do. That's really all it is. I don't give a fuck how a nigga look for me to like hang out with him.
Right.
If you scaring women, maybe I distance myself, but that's not a visual thing. That's more of a like energy thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe there's something to that. Maybe that nigga was scaring the hoes, cause he might not have noticed this shit, but like he might have just been like too jolly and motherfucking thinking like motherfuckers want to talk to him all the time and shit.
Yeah, cause if you big, just be big and cool. There's plenty big, like cool big guys out there. Heavy D,
Biggie,
yeah,
dead, but like he got around.
But it's plenty of like so yeah, it's plenty of big guys. But you can't be the big guy coming around talking about where my hug at.
Yeah, like you can't be picking like you hug women, and you pick them up off the ground like you don't even know her like that. You got to be chilling. So it does not matter what you look like. And a lot of people would disagree. A lot of people there is fat phobia in men. Like I'm sure some of our friends would be like, if you got fat, I wouldn't hang out with you. But for the most part, it's just like an internal thing to where it's like the outside projection that you're giving to the world might sometimes reflect a way you feel about yourself or some shit, and people pick up on that. So I feel like as long as you sound of mind, none of that other shit matters.
Yeah.
And we like fat. Everybody like fat women.
Yeah, I love a big woman.
Everybody,
bro.
does.
They smell good. They know how to cook.
Anybody who says they don't just is lying either to themselves or to everybody else because they don't want people to know what they doing at 3 a.m. But we all know everybody likes big women.
You sending that you up text? Can I come through?
And you can, nigga. Like the fuck.
I'm gonna be out before the sun come up, but I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, dude. This is not a fucking anything to be ashamed of.
Yeah,
These are people. We're talking about people. Yeah. You're not fucking a dog. It's a person.
Yeah, just text me your McDonald's order. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring something through.
But again, my only problem is don't stink and be able to run from shit. If you hear gunshots, you can't just I gotta stay here.
I mean,
you gotta be able to move.
I would like it if you would be able to run too, but if you can't, that's even better for me. For real. If I gotta push down somebody.
Yeah, zombie apocalypse. Surround yourself with a wall of fat people, and survive.
Oh, I'm definitely surviving around the fat zombies.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to chase you. You know what? I like the word fat, and there's so the words that people use to describe fat people are worse than fat, and they only realize it. Like overweight.
Yeah,
that's fucking rude as fuck.
Overweight.
To look at a nigga like you doing too much. That's what overweight means.
Yeah,
like that's fucking mean as shit.
Overweight, obese.
Obese. That's mean.
Yeah, when you
watch out for that obese nigga right there. That's mean. BMIs are bullshit too. You know what a BMI is?
Yeah,
like body mass. Is body mass index?
Yeah. That shit is bullshit because it'll tell you like for my height, I'm like 160, maybe I fluctuate between 160 170. Mm-hmm. Your BMI, my BMI would tell me that like I'm overweight, that I should really be close to like 130.
Damn, and they don't see it don't even calculate it properly because you're not overweight. Yeah. You under height. I'm sorry. But yeah, short people have a problem with that shit because like Short people and people that just stored fat and muscle in different ways. Like, it's all bullshit.
Yeah, amongst race, you know, some certain women gonna have more ass.
Yeah, if you dragging a wagon and then you know you go to see the doctor, they're gonna be like, you got too much weight, and everybody behind you disagrees, but the doctor is gonna say one thing. Yeah. So, you know, yeah.
And the last question, somebody said, do you think you could take on 3 12-year-old versions of yourself?
I was an angry kid, so no. Fuck no.
I definitely, I could fuck up 3 of me.
3 of me at 12?
Yeah.
Nah.
Well,
it'd have been 2. They would have been biting my legs and 1 on my neck.
It'll be a challenge. But I say definitely 2 for sure. I could be 2 of me for sure. I was a really spoiled kid.
Well, I feel like I definitely didn't like know how to fight back then, but I just had a lot of pent up like 12-year-old aggression, and I feel like I could probably have overtaken like me right now. I'm also like still kind of a bitch. So,
but then also, did you fight your sisters?
No. I mean, like they would like, you know, push me around a little bit, but after a certain point, you know, that would stop because like my dad wouldn't, like my parents wouldn't let me hit them. So It's just like, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Because I you know, I wouldn't put my hands on my sisters. So, but I mean, when they was bigger than me, they would, you know, sit on you, you know, shit like that.
Yeah. I guess I didn't really start coming into me until like 14, 15. Like,
what do you mean, like
so like
puberty?
No, as far as just like when I was 12, I think that was around when my parents just split when I was 12. So like before that point, I was like really like, I was super spoiled, super, I don't want to say sheltered, but I didn't do anything on my own. Whereas like once they split and I was just like, I was going back and forth, like when I would stay just at my dad's house, that's when I was like really outside. So yeah.
That's good.
So that's when, you know, 14-year-old me was a big difference between 12-year-old me.
Psychological changes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's more important sometimes.
I guess we get into some topics from the week. Would you want to start off with politics? I guess it's been a lot since we've been going.
Yeah. What do we took a week off?
Yes. So
1 week.
It was a week, but since that time, you know, the new president, well, he's back. New old president, and he's making some changes. First, one of the things that he made, he's making federal employees remove the pronouns from their emails. So we got that happening.
Yeah, honestly, I don't give a shit. I always call everybody at work they. I'm like, this nigga over here, or like they said to do that. It's really not even hard, and you know, either way, like whatever side of the fence you're on, it's way easier to just not assume. Like if a nigga named Chelsea,
yeah,
that could be anything. Carrie,
right,
could be anything. You know, like we forgetting the whole discussion of like you don't know what gender somebody is has been around forever. It's not even just on some like trans non-binary shit. It might just be like a motherfucker got a name that go either way and you don't want to offend them.
Right, Bobby.
Yeah, like the fuck.
Yeah,
it's stupid. Yeah. I gotta call you him. I gotta call you like what the fuck? Who cares?
Yeah. So we got that happening. Also, like with the plane crashes, you know.
Oh, you heard? Sorry, I heard that. So, like with the whole like removing pronouns from the fucking whatever government shit, they also said that like schools that receive government funding, they'll block your funding if you allow like trans kids to play. Like if you allow a biological boy to play in girls' sports.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I know they're doing that with colleges where like they're banning trans athletes in like the NCAA, which is like in the entire country is only 10 trans athletes. And
that's a lot already. I didn't even know it was that many.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And they make up only 1% of the population.
Yeah, this is some real fucking bullying.
It is, cause I look at it like, and that's why like, you know, I want black people, like I want everybody to be more inclusive, but especially like, you know, black people, where it's like when it comes to black people discriminating. It's like there was once upon a time where people was telling us you're not allowed in that bathroom.
There was a whole video game about it, apparently. Like, that's fucked up.
Right.
It was so ingrained in the consciousness that.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, maybe eventually they'll have a fucking a game where you can beat up trans people and shit. And, like, this is happening, people. I hate when I see black people without any empathy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's either you just being blind or you just like, well, I had to go through a bunch of shit, so now it's your turn. And either way, that shit is wrong as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking, nobody should have to go through any bullshit. Unless you ugly, then you deserve it.
So that happened with, he made that legislation. He tried to do the tariffs. It basically, he's putting a lot of things in place that were already in place. But, like, for example, like, he banned trans children from getting operations. Right. That was already something that wasn't happening. So now that he's speaking on stuff that's already happening, trying to make it seem like he's actually getting shit done.
Well, that's the problem with fucking Democratic presidents. Obama and Joe Biden were, like, comparably a bit tougher on migrants than you know, Republicans. So, but they try to make it seem like, oh, this is what we got to do. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick about it.
Right.
I'm just being a fucking complete asshole.
Right.
For the good of everybody. But like a Republican will be like, I'm taking credit for that shit. Fuck them. I'm looking out for you. When in reality, they not doing nothing that's not already there.
Right.
Yeah, I'm tired of fucking we need like several more fucking parties, and that's maybe a discussion for another time. Yeah. But it is Black History Month, and I keep trying to fucking figure out how we could have like just a black party where just all of the black votes just go to this one. Or like several parties, like several different, like there's black people that believe in this shit, there's black people that believe in this shit.
Yeah, we definitely do need several.
Local shit.
Yeah, we definitely need more options, man. We definitely need more options.
Yeah, not just for president is like it's too many fucking like the president. I want some shit, but people in Nebraska and Kansas want some other shit, so they like might overrule me or I overrule them. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
but like states and like fucking cities, like I live here. This is what I want happening. Let's do that.
Because the option shouldn't just be, look, I could shit on your chest or pee in your face.
I'd rather have my face peed on. And that's the thing. Yeah. There's some people, some nasty fucks that like to be shit on, but if you pee on their face, they're like, dude, that's disrespectful. Didn't they say like who's like getting shit? Not Hitler. They said he had a scat fetish. Odell Beckham, remember that?
Yeah.
They said he liked to get shit on.
Yeah.
But pee and shit are two different fetishes.
Yeah. So
you shit on a pee person and you pee on a shit person, you got a problem on your hands, and understandably so. But that really is how I feel, like trying to explain why being like voting for a Democratic leader is comparable. Yeah. Because some niggas really just want to be shitted on.
Yeah.
That's a good ass analogy. You're a genius.
And then so also like, you know, since you know, he's become president, you know, it was a big plane crash that happened. It was a few plane crashes. One, you know, in Northeast Philly on Cotman Ave.
Yo, that shit. I heard like people were just like saw it as it was happening. It was like, yo, there was just an explosion, and that's like, you know, that's Northeast Philly. So that's like around where I used to be at.
I'm familiar. I'm real familiar with that. And it was crazy when it happened. That was a wild way for me to find out that niggas still be shopping in the Northeast.
That shit is dead, dude. I used to do that all the time because I lived there.
Go to that Macy's.
The Macy's is like a fucking ghost town.
Yeah.
The Ross, that was my shit. I remember Ross actually had like real shoes.
I used to go to Modell's over there.
Dog, Modell's had some shit too.
Yeah.
I used to get all my skate shoes from that fucking little shopping center.
Yeah, that's why I used to get my fitteds from. And it's fucked up that that's where my mind went.
Yeah, I mean, like people died, but I didn't know them. I knew the stores. So it's sad that they died, but like I don't know them. So Ross, that Dunkin' Donuts right there, the Macy's, like rest in peace. I'm just not trying to focus on no negative shit. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, like that shit is very sad because not only were these people, pause for a second.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that shit, it was sad because like with that crash, it was actually like a private plane where it was like a little girl that was getting like treatment for cancer.
Yeah, it was a fucking it was like a medical fucking plane.
Yeah.
That's sad as fuck, man.
That was sad.
They barely got out of they got off the runway and got into there and then just crashed. Like fuck.
That and then like the situation in D.C. I forget exactly where they were flying from, but they crashed with a Black Hawk helicopter, I believe.
Yeah, well, how the fuck does that happen?
Because I think they were running some type of military exercise, and they're supposed to let them know, I guess, about the airspace, but the person running it, basically the person that was like the air controller at that time was doing a 2-person job by themselves. And since the election happened, it's been a lot of freezing of jobs and people resigning.
But that's fucking insane. Like, that's not supposed to fucking happen ever.
And
a plane crash in the middle of a city. It's not like they were over the fucking ocean.
Right.
Like,
no, what's even sadder is that they crashed as they were like about to land. So it's like you go the whole flight and like the plane was low enough for people to be texting people like, hey, like I'm almost at the airport, like come pick me up.
Dog, that's fucking sad as shit.
Yeah, I think like with the freezing of jobs and stuff like that, and that's why it really is important about like when it comes to voting, and you see firsthand how your vote affects policies. Because even I think we kind of mentioned it off air before, where like it was something that said it was somebody. What's the gay dude that was running for president?
Pete Buttigieg?
Yeah, he was saying how that like the areas that have lead in their water, like they have like old pipes that need to be changed, those areas, the incarceration rate is like so much higher, just because just because the lead in the water, it affects how the children grow up, and these are the ones that are more likely to get into crimes.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that because that more prone to aggression and lower test scores. Right. It's proven. Like lead literally is poison, and we've known this for a literal 100 years, but we just fucking just making money with it. So fuck.
So when you vote for people that don't think that these are necessary changes to make, it affects us.
But if you stupid and you don't know how to see past like the surface of life, you're not thinking about like, oh, poison in our air, poison in our water, fucking drug prices are too high. You just like, I don't like this Mexican motherfucker playing his music loud as shit next to me, so I'm gonna try to get him out here. My other Mexican neighbor that's perfectly fine, never hurts anybody, and works all the time, he's gonna be okay because I like him, so nothing bad's gonna happen to him.
Right.
It's fucking dummies.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be complaining about this for another 4 years. I've been trying to avoid it. Like I really do not. I don't want to say the nigga's name. I don't even want to say Elon Musk's name no more.
Other than that, what else has been going on? Did you see the Lyft discrimination thing going on? With the big woman, I believe she's a rapper, and so this woman, she called the Lyft. She tried to get a ride, and the Lyft driver told her basically like, you too big to get in here. Like you won't be able to fit in the car.
That is sad. It is for sure, because that nigga don't know the weight limit of his car.
No, he don't. But at the same time, I understand both sides.
I wouldn't want her farting up my seats. I get that, but it's like, come on, man.
So people tried to say she was about 400 pounds, but
that's a lot, nigga.
No, but she definitely looked more than 4. I've seen 400 pounds. I watched these shows on TLC. That definitely looked closer to like the high 5-6 range.
I feel like if you got a 500-pound motherfucker coming outside the house to do anything, you should give them a ride. I don't give a fuck. And that's a big motherfucker, man. She is like, her name is Dejar Blanding. That's a big ass name.
No. So her stage name is Dank the Moss, and let me see.
Well,
Okay,
her stage name is what?
oh, she's a Detroit-based rapper, and so basically in this situation, the driver arrived in a Mercedes Benz, and let me see. It says she attempted to enter the car, but the driver locked the doors. That's fucked up.
He said his tires can't support the weight. Now,
I kind of I'm torn on it because it's like a car can fit 500, 600 pounds, but it's different when you just put it on one corner.
well, I mean, here's the thing. On one side, I had a fat ass teacher in high school. That nigga had to put bricks in his car to even his shit out. Like, it's a real thing. And if you're not careful, it can fuck up your car.
It's fucked up. Like you gotta weigh your car out like a plane.
He did, man. He had a certain number of bricks, and that's fucked up that he had to do that and then go into a fucking high school of black teenagers that knew he did that shit and have to endure whatever the fuck they said to him.
Yeah.
Fat people be going through too much shit. Now, here's I guess how I feel about this shit. I don't like the idea that personal vehicles are now the way everybody gets around. So like, if a nigga's like, "Fuck you, I don't want you in my car," that kind of reserves the right to do that. But it's just like, I don't like discrimination. So I like I hate the idea of like Lyft. So I do like the idea of like people being able to deny service of their own car. But it's like, this guy is a dick. How the fuck does he know what his car could support?
It made me think like I might have had a few cases with Lyft. I done had a few Lyft drivers tell me, "Look, I'm not going to the Bronx. I'm not going to Brooklyn."
Mm-hmm.
That's discrimination.
Yeah.
Cause it's like you discriminating against a whole group of people. Why? What you think we gonna rob you? Like, if anything, I should rob you now.
And Lyft drivers and Uber drivers, those motherfuckers are assaulting people constantly.
Yeah.
We should be scared of them.
Yeah.
If a motherfucker will assault somebody that has a picture of their face and their name and their license plate on their phone in a record, that's one of the most dangerous motherfuckers alive.
And also, I didn't like how.
I just think if a 600-pound nigga want to leave a house, you should have a responsibility to take him to his final resting place. Because wherever the fuck he sit down, that's where the fuck he gonna be at. You know what I mean? Like, nah, go back in the house, order some pizza, you fat fuck. Take him around.
Cause people were, and I don't like how people were trying to shame her, saying like people were pulling up videos of her performances where it was like one video where she was performing and she fell, right? And people was like, "See, look at her, look at how big she is." And my thing is, yeah, she might have fell performing, but at least she stood up. We just watched Dave Blunt's sit on a couch with an oxygen tank. At least she getting up.
Yeah, and she know how big she is, so she definitely should be ordering like bigger cars. So I don't know the whole story. I'm just going off of how I feel about fat people and Lyft. So that's where my opinions lie. Big people need bigger cars. That's a fact. Why would you want to sit in something uncomfortable and where you're hated anyway? But like, if you look at how big this woman is, the fact that she's going anywhere is impressive to me.
Did you watch the Grammys this week?
Fuck no. What nigga watch the Grammys? Fuck, nigga. You watch the Grammys?
No, so
yeah, exactly.
No. So I wasn't at first. I wasn't watching it at first until I saw that Kendrick was actually there.
I did watch the clips. I always watch like the recap clips.
Yeah, so,
I always watch that.
So I watched that. Oh, matter of fact, actually, I will speak on this. This shit pissed me off at the Grammys. Did you see the journalist that would interview Babyface?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't hear about this incident?
What is it? Was it some elder disrespect?
Yeah, it was like, I mean, not even just on some. It was like a elder disrespect, legend disrespect. This shit was like for it to happen during Black History Month. So it was these two young journalists.
White guys or black?
No, young white girls.
Oh, Jesus.
And I believe like, trying to be like influencers, but they're interviewing Babyface. Legend. 13, I think he won 13 Grammys. And as they're interviewing him, the young white chick, Chapel Roan, is behind him, like walking. So in the middle of like Babyface answering their question, the one white girl just looks past him and says, "Chapel." And like just like so Babyface, like, you know, he was like, oh, you want to talk to her? And like just basically like just like, okay, like, yeah, thank y'all for your time, and like he walked away.
Yeah.
He handled it real gracefully, but it was just so disrespectful.
That's how you handle things, because the community will have your back on that shit.
Yeah.
Because that for a man to have like been that accomplished in that shit, it's like, I'm sure he understands, like, it's not my time no more. But it's like, if you want to talk to me, you fucking talk to me. So yeah, I don't know why they would have even. They just be giving white people too many jobs.
Yeah.
And like all this DEI shit, white people got too many fucking jobs, man.
And
They do every fucking job. They can't do every goddamn job. They're not good at every job.
Oh, matter of fact, before we continue with the Grammys, that was actually what they tried. What Trump tried to blame the crash on.
He's been trying to blame everything on diversity hires.
Yeah, he tried to say it was diversity hires.
But the funny thing about that is, I'll stop talking about white people after this. Like, whenever, because it'd be like mad white women in his corner, like, yeah, we need to get rid of this diversity shit. And it's like, we talking about you.
Right, it's like, bitch, you the diversity.
People are scared of women pilots. Like,
right.
Where is your fucking self-awareness?
Right.
You supposed to be against all discrimination, because when the pitchforks come out, you the ones just getting.
But with the Grammys, the Grammys, it was I caught the last bit of it, and you know, Beyonce, she won Album of the Year finally, which I'm torn on.
Backhanded. It was a backhanded win.
Yeah, cause
it was just like, here, bitch, damn.
Yeah, this was definitely like, it felt like kind of like, here, nigga, damn.
Yeah.
And cause don't get me wrong, Country Carter was a great album, but Renaissance, I feel like it should have been Renaissance or the self-titled one, or even Lemonade. Those the ones that like really like were like impactful.
And
not
for,
yeah,
like not even just good albums, but like, yeah, you're right, impactful. Like they changed the fucking face of like the whole culture, not just black culture. Like this is American culture. She's changing the entire face and the entire world too. Because America runs culture.
That and Kendrick, he won 5 Grammys for Not Like Us. I was definitely happy for that. I was glad that won because of the impact that song had. Yeah.
I traveled a decent amount last year. Every city I went to, when you out and that song come on, everybody goes crazy.
Right. Yeah.
The entire country.
So that's why I don't like, you know, when it comes to that song, people try to say like, you know, the industry boosted it or they did something to like, you know, they set that up to win for Drake's downfall, and I don't like that because shit, I feel like I listen to artists that have actually had the industry pulled away from them. Look at, like, you know, I always talk about Ace Hood, right? Ace Hood is the perfect example of somebody that really had the industry, you know, kind of snatched away. Yeah. This nigga, when you look at the song Hustle Hard, right? No, yo, it sound crazy, but
he's still talking about Hustle Hard, bro. No, I know what you're saying though.
No, but like, look at the Hustle Hard remix, right? This nigga had Lil Wayne on there. Yeah, Lil Wayne, Future, I think, but like, or even like, what was the Bugatti? This nigga had Wiz Khalifa, T.I. on the remix. When you go from getting these big features to like now all of a sudden nobody wanna work with you, that's because like that's a sign that it's something deeper happening with the industry, with the label.
No, I totally agree with you on that. Like,
or shit, look at NBA YoungBoy. I feel like if anybody should sue the industry, it should be suing record labels.
That nigga is in the craziest. Do you see how much music he's put out?
Bro, the amount of music, you know,
he's still not done.
He's the most streamed rapper on YouTube.
He should be like a billionaire, but they got him addicted to fucking drugs and took all his money.
He should be a billionaire. This nigga should be winning all the Billboard awards. The Grammys is like, all right, that's subjective because that's like more a critically acclaimed award. But when it comes to like the Billboards, where it's like this is just based off of who charted the best, or you know, like viewer choice awards, stuff like that, it should always be NBA YoungBoy.
I knew that he was something great when like Birdman, he was like talking about like this is the next, because I like Birdman knows Like when he sees something popping, he like, I want to fucking take all that kid's money and kiss him.
Yeah.
Like he knows exactly what the fuck is going on and how to take money from stars.
Yeah, this nigga look like somebody I could rob.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it really is sad what happened to him. Well, it is happening to him because he's addicted to drugs. He's locked into this like contract because he was from what, Louisiana. Like if you from there and you from like the worst place, it don't matter how you get out. You got to get out. Honestly, before you die or something happen.
I think that's why. I think that's the main reason why he isn't locked up and that he's allowed to be on house arrest because he makes so many people money.
Yeah, he's literally like fucking just like a one man fucking. It's a cash cow, and everybody knows that shit. They just,
Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to I think he got like 10 kids. We might need to like put ourselves through that kind of stress to make us work harder.
Well, our dads would have to leave first. So we already are disadvantaged because we've had fathers. Yeah. So we're never going to be successful because we have too much love in our lives. Another thing about Not Like Us too, like I feel like just cause not the song, but the fact that it was a Drake beef. Drake is the biggest artist. Kendrick is another one of the biggest artists, so he's beefing with like the biggest guy.
Yeah.
There's a DJ Mustard track. Like I feel like this whole like the hype behind like that sound, like the LA sound and the DJ Mustard sound in general has been just constantly climbing to the point where it had to come to like Grammy status, like Grammy, like best diss track of all time discussions. Like, cause remember LMA?
Yeah.
Like she had that song.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and it was like YG and shit.
Right.
And it's climbing. Like LA's been fucking killing shit.
Even the young kid, what's the Soak? What is it? Soak City? Is that the name of it? What's the young kid from?
I think I know the song you're talking about. Yeah, LA has got like they've got a fucking distinct sound. It's like cohesive. It has identity. There's been like 100 names of just like killers. Just like putting out crazy shit. Fucking. Bro, I mean, I could say all the names.
Yeah,
but it's like.
And I love that.
So we're talking about something like that that's just been bubbling. So of course that's gonna culminate in like Not Like Us and that winning all the accolades that it did. You know what I mean? Like it's not just fucking some streaming farm shit.
Yeah, and I love that. LA. Like we said it before. Like I love that LA and Detroit are like really bringing back the resurgence of the regional sound.
Oh yeah, I love this shit. It's like fucking Philly has their own distinct sound now. It's garbage, but it is kind of ours. Yeah. But like I like that. I would say LA is probably the first place in our generation to actually go back to that because it's been years of just everybody sounding like Atlanta.
Because even like Philly, Philly is it's a drill wave in Philly right now. Yeah. And that shit is like it's pissing me off for so many reasons. Like because one, we're copying.
We're copying it. We're making shit worse.
Yeah, we're copying, and it's not improving. It doesn't sound good. Then the beefs that are spawning from it, you got people losing lives over terrible songs.
It really is sad to like watch a bunch of young, impressionable kids just die, and the song that they died over is not even fucking remotely listenable.
Nobody even heard it.
Nobody heard it. It's not good. He didn't even need to drop it. Yeah. But the point that he mentioned somebody dying is like, I gotta drop it now so I gotta diss them. And then you die, like, it's not worth it. Like if the nigga were to die over like if a nigga were to get shot over like the Renaissance album, that would make sense. But niggas is getting shot over shit that's not on beat. It's not mixed. It's not even mastered. Recorded off a fucking recorded in a bedroom. Microphone in the bedroom, and now you dead over that? Come on, man. Let's be smart. We got lives to live. We young. We black.
The microphone is hanging the microphone is hanging up in a closet with a cup holder as the pop filler. This shit is not worth it, man.
That nigga got a free trial of fucking Fruity Loops. He didn't even purchase no software. Or they just using YouTube beats and record the shit. Play the YouTube beat and then record the shit on your phone. Niggas are getting killed over type beats. This is not good.
No,
I want better for everybody.
This is the song I was talking about. You know this song right here. No, he was 17 when he made it. Like
It's believable.
They played this song at his high school graduation.
Yo, that's a hard ass song.
Yeah, that shit is hard, man. Shout out to LA.
Philadelphia, New York too. There needs to be a lot more of like regional identity.
Yeah.
Obviously, like there's underground shit. I know it's going to be coming from you like, oh, you ain't never heard this shit. I haven't. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. Or a nigga that rap that I know, he can be like, why you ain't shout out my shit? I'm putting on for the city. Shut up.
You heard this rumor? It's a rumor that Marvel might be bringing back. Marvel might be considering bringing back Jonathan Majors.
I don't know how you gonna get out of that airtight Tubi contract. Them Zeus contracts is fucking foolproof.
Yo, did you see the trailer of that movie? That shit look amazing.
What?
The movie that he got coming out, Magazine Dreams.
I don't think so.
I think it's releasing in March.
I don't think I've seen any of the promotion about that, except for when we talk about it fucking here.
That nigga's about to act his way back into our hearts. I'm telling you, you gotta see that trailer.
He and the thing is that like he didn't do a slave movie. That's how you get back as a nigga. You do a slave movie, and he looks like a slave already, and he's still not doing it. So that's like
he got the clothes.
Yeah, he's getting his self-respect back. I gotta commend that. You know.
Yeah. But
you ever see Power? You ever watch Power?
Yeah.
Well, you know how it did that one scene when the nigga he's like thump her in the forehead like hard as shit, and it's like damn, that's like it's a little bit too close to violence, but that should look effective.
No, but I definitely want to see like. I wouldn't mind seeing him back, and I wouldn't mind seeing him back in, you know, the MCU, but they are going to receive some backlash because of like his case, and it's just like it is a fucked up situation because, wait, what was he actually found guilty of?
I think reckless or misdemeanor assault, some like small.
Yeah, it was something small because we know it's tough because like you know like the intent wasn't to hurt her. Like right. I think like because he broke her finger trying to take her hand off his phone. And then like you know he even ran away from her, but it's like technically your actions did cause harm.
Yeah, and like all right, so you got a sister, you know, if a nigga break her finger by accident, do you give a fuck what the intention was?
Exactly.
So I get that.
Yeah, outside of Marvel, I do want to see how this movie does with Zeus.
Do you know anybody with a Zeus login?
No.
That might start happening though. That's honestly the shitty thing about everybody having their own streaming thing. Like, you seen fucking A$AP Rocky?
Oh yeah, his court case.
Yeah, I said nigga really in court testifying against him. That's crazy. That's what's crazy to me.
What's crazy about the nigga testifying him? What's crazy about the nigga testifying against A$AP is that this nigga is still going by A$AP. like nigga, you can't go by A$AP really no more. You know, you lose those privileges.
A$AP is like not a thing anymore out here too. So like they disbanded, but the nigga still keeping the name after he got shot. I just don't. Even if you were like a rap crew or whatever the fuck, and you know what type of people you around, even if you're not that type of guy, if one of them shoots you, what you doing in court?
Right.
What do you get? What are you getting out of that?
Right.
Like I'm pretty sure you tried to sue him and it didn't work out. So like you really gonna continue with a court case?
I guess along the lines of rap, well, we lost a pioneer. We lost like a hip hop legend. And like, you know, helped a lot of careers. Irv Gotti passed away at the age of, I believe he was 54.
I want somebody in like our culture. I just want people to start dying in their 70s.
Yeah.
Just give me that. Past 65. It's too sad, man.
That shit is sad, but it's also It's sad because a lot of times we think just because we aren't overweight that we're healthy.
Yeah.
Whereas like
We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
yeah, you could still be like you could be skinny and not eating the right way, not getting enough sleep, or just bad habits in other areas, and we just gotta take care of ourselves. We gotta take care of ourselves because this shit is we losing too many people too early.
Too fucking early. And it doesn't have to be this way. And I don't know what the fuck the cause is, to be honest, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much shit that happened in the fucking 70s and 80s. So much, like, evil corporate shit. We just talked about the lead.
Right.
There might be, like, a built-in...
Because you're bro, you totally right, because we talking about, like, food and stuff where it could have been, shit, they used to, like, spray, like, pesticides, like, to kill mosquitoes and stuff like that. Like, I think they used to do that. I feel like trucks used to drive around like that in New York. Just spraying, People
used to just smoke all the time, secondhand smoke. So, like, we do say, like, we got to treat ourselves better, but it really might be the case that these motherfuckers couldn't do anything about the fact that they had years shaved off of their lives.
Right.
And that's the thing that's sad. Like, it's certain people that I feel like maybe a diet might not save them. Maybe a fucking exercise regimen might not save them. Maybe fucking, like, therapy to relieve stress just is not going to do anything for the fact that early on they had, like, years of their lives taken away by chemicals, smoke, fucking pollutants and shit.
Bro, I was on the J train. I've seen this happen a few times, like, where it's just like secondhand crack smoke.
That shit is so fucking
like, bro,
you hotboxing it.
Yeah, hotboxing the train with crack,
nigga. That's fucking insane. That shit pisses me the fuck off.
Dude, that shit, like, cause I've been on the train plenty of times where it's like, somebody smoking a cigarette. It's like, all right, I could deal with some cigarette smoke, but crack. And I know it was actually this one girl. It was this one story where this a guy blew crack smoke in her face, and like she had her eyes were messed up. Like, I'm not, like, it was like some type of, like, blindness she was experiencing. So yeah, you gotta
what the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta be careful out here, man.
I didn't even know, like, remember that wrestler that used to spit in your eyes? I even know that, like crackheads had a fucking attack mode. Like, these niggas got special moves and shit. I thought you had to be scared of them just, like, chasing you and shit.
Oh man, they might just
this nigga hit you with the fucking
some mist.
God damn, it's like a Kamehameha for a crack.
All right. Before we get out of here, man, we wanted to bring back one of our favorite segments, man. We haven't done this in a little while, so we wanted to bring back the Tubi Movie of the Week. And this was a great one to bring it back with, man. This was definitely some of our Tubi favorites was in there. It was in our favorite Tubi city, Detroit. This week we watched White Lies. And did you like this movie?
I think this was a good welcome back to the Tubi universe.
Yeah, because
to the NCU.
Yeah. For our new listeners, if you haven't really tapped in with us on the Tubi segments, we tend to refer to the Tubi world. We call it the NCU for the nigger cinematic universe, because this is definitely the most niggerish shit you'll watch. And in this movie, we did have some of our favorites. It starred Kamel Hassan, Mika Bivens. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correct. LeMaster was in this.
Yeah, these are honestly this is like a good top three. Like the bald dude, LeMaster.
Yeah, LeMaster Spradlin.
He's like a good fucking. He just be serious all the time. So he's good like that. The main girl, Mika Bivens, she's always playing like a dummy.
Yeah, and
I honestly love her like her just like oblivious woman thing that she does is great.
And I actually looked up like Kamel Hassan's, like, his personal IMDb page, just to see like how much like he's been in, because I'm like, this nigga is like working. He's been in 72 movies.
Who?
Kamel
Hassan's been in 72 movies.
Yeah.
We probably seen like 30 of them.
Yeah, this.
God damn.
Bro, this
nigga's the Nicolas Cage of Tubi.
Yeah, he has 55 previous acting credits and 17 and 17 upcoming. And that's probably just for this year. Shit that's about to drop. Yeah.
Damn. This nigga is working.
Bro, there's no way you can hate on this grind, man. And
yeah, there was a whole bunch of Shelby Lee at the end.
Yeah.
She's credited as a woman at the end. That's crazy as fuck. That's great.
So they probably gonna have a sequel to this. We probably gonna get a White Lies too.
Yeah. Because at the end, not to spoil the ending, but the nigga cocked a gun at the end. So sometimes, like, the funny thing is a gun is in the end of all these movies, so you don't know if it's gonna be a sequel or not, but it might be.
Yeah, so this movie, it came out in 2024, and okay, this is pretty good. It has a 7.5 rating, and this movie
13 rating.
It's probably just them.
Yeah, it's something missing.
It's
a couple of people that everybody else mad at. Like, dog, you couldn't review your own movie.
All right, so this movie, it's about, a guy, he falls in love with a woman, and then he later finds out that, after ghosting him, that she's been hiding a secret from him all along. And he won't stop at anything to get some answers, and try to win her back. And this is kind of why you got to be careful who you date, man. You got to be careful who you date. You got to be careful who you ghost.
Yes, very relatable situations in this movie.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is say, "I don't want to see you no more." That's all you gotta do. Bye. It's over.
I can understand that. You think I wouldn't get that?
Yeah. What you think? I'm gonna fucking kill you just because I love you and don't want nobody else to have you? But that is basically the theme of this movie. It's like how a woman scorned is like, she'll key up your car and shit, and she might fuck up your like current situation, but this is the trope of like the man scorned who goes out on a fucking rampage and shit. So that's what this movie is basically. Yeah. And it's not bad. It really.
But I definitely do understand like with women. You know how sometimes like a woman might not be interested in a guy, but she'll still give him. Yeah, ain't nobody
interested in me.
But she'll still give him
that all the time.
She might still give him her number just because like it's like if I do turn him down, I don't know how this might play out. It's like I might want to make it home.
Yeah. Give me your fucking number.
Oh man, serious.
or we fucking or see me outside. No, you're right. This is serious. That actually, all right. So the way that they do it is a little bit heavy-handed, but it is a good thing to address. Like, it's scary to reject a man,
and
it's scary for me to. How it is. You reject a nigga, he don't know how to take no for an answer.
Yeah. So I love when the Tubi movie tries to give a message in the best way that they know.
Yeah, and almost always it's like a pro woman cautionary thing. Mm-hmm. So like, cause it's a lot of scary shit out there if you're a woman, especially if you black. So
yeah, so I'm gonna play this part right here because at first I didn't. This kind of let me know. This like just how the movie opened. It let me know that I was gonna really enjoy this movie.
I would say before you play that, if you have not watched any of these movies, this is a pretty decent introduction. Mm-hmm. To Tubi movies. I would say there's some viewer discretion advised.
Oh, it definitely is. This is definitely I say about like 50 minutes into the movie, there is like some heavy like violence. Like in Tubi fashion, there's always going to be some violence towards a woman, and for some reason they just feel the need to have to show it.
Yeah, and that always it always makes me wince a little bit, but I understand that, the actors signed up for it for some fucking reason, and maybe this is the way that they want to do their shit. So I'm gonna judge them for it, but I'm trying to reel it back a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play this intro right here. It's like, God forbid a nigga want to get to know you.
Mexican food on a first date is wild though. Like, you really want her to be farting? This is my favorite type of woman. Homophobic. Everybody know that.
Yeah, so that right there, man, it let me know that, like, this was gonna be a good story. I love a message blended with some ignorance.
Yeah. Damn, we got white people listening to this shit. We gotta make sure. Do we have to do a "this is not how black people are" everywhere thing? These are black people. This is a certain type of black people in one region of one country on the planet. Go into this movie knowing that you will not learn anything about black people by watching this. You will learn not to take a black person out to a Mexican restaurant on the first date. But that's it. It's the only piece of advice you're going to get from the movie. All right, that's enough.
I'm going to play this other part right here. And I'm glad that they put that statistic in there about that, like, black women that are missing, but they don't get the same coverage as white women.
Yeah, like this is what we're talking about, like the messages, because like the stereotypes that exist, like a white woman don't show up to work. They can like call the police. Right. But a black woman don't show up to work. They're like, of course.
She probably getting her hair braided.
Yeah. She always late. But this is the type of shit we're talking about.
Yeah. So, we need, self care, like, what is it? Like, just that like, I guess a wellness check. Is that what it is?
For what?
When somebody is like is missing or something like that.
Well, like, you haven't heard from somebody in a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, wellness check. Like, if you haven't heard of somebody in a while, make sure you check on them just to make sure, everything is okay. Yeah. Women especially, they have 5 times as many fucking obstacles.
Yeah. This is when, like, it kind of took a turn from me. I don't want to spoil the movie too much, but, this is where, like... Oh, and also, too, for the people that's new to Tubi movies, outside of the violence, you will get a great deal of sex. They getting that shit in here. Very, they just showing a lot. They showing a lot.
Yeah, they don't show actual... Like, it's not full-on porn, but you can learn some new positions from these movies. Like, I definitely have tried out some Tubi shit, and that shit worked. Shit sounded like pasta. I ain't that competitive.
Yeah, that's the craziest shit that I ever heard. I'm not letting my girl go try some dick out just to let her know that I give her the best dick.
Yeah, that's not... There's no logic in that.
You just gonna have to trust that I'm the best dick out there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You might only get half a round from me, but that's...
Ain't nobody else doing that.
We all come fast, baby. I don't want to spoil it too much.
That shit is funny as fuck though. Like, you get caught. Well, baby, I had a hypothesis that you were the best, so I wanted to confirm through multiple rounds of testing using the scientific method. That's some freaky, nasty shit.
I didn't want to cheat, but I just had to go out there just so I could appreciate you more.
Yeah. You gotta have a bad day to appreciate the good ones.
Yeah, so yeah, if y'all looking for something to check out, man, please check out White Lies. White Lies, it's a great cast. Real interesting story. It'll keep you... It's a thriller. So, there is some suspense in a Tubi way. And after you watch this, I mean, shit, they got plenty of other movies for you to check out. Oh, shit, I forgot to play the poem.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I can listen to that whole thing again, but let's see how long we can listen to that, actually. It was like around 6 minutes.
Yeah, let me go back to this poem.
So they went to a poetry slam or some shit. Poetry open mic.
No,
I've never been offended by the word throat more in my life.
No, if I show up to your crib and you got a banana and a chocolate fountain, you too freaky for me.
That shit is so fucking crazy. Like, these niggas is beating off and writing the script at the same time, bro.
Oh man, yeah, these Tubi writers are too horny, man.
That's why it's hard for these actors to act, because they're reading a script that's written with a left hand. Because the niggas is occupied beating off with the right. And how you supposed to read that? It seemed like they bad actors, but they just working with a handwritten, loose leaf papered, wrong hand script. This shit is disgusting, man. I'm sorry.
There's oil stains on the script.
The script crunchy. The script hard.
They can't even turn the page.
The script's just stuck together.
They just gotta improvise it.
Why does script smell like bleach?
Oh shit.
Can I let my script dry off before we start this, man?
If you're looking for something to check out, man, please check out White Lies. But shit.
We should only recommend these to black people, shouldn't we? and you know, like
Yeah.
you know, Hispanics or whatever.
Yeah, because I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea about our experience.
Yeah.
We not all this crazy or nasty.
Just me. I'm the only one that like put my dick in a chocolate fountain for my girl second.
But shit, man, if y'all looking for something to check out, man, please check out White Lies. Before we get out of here, oh shit, I should have mentioned this up top. I got some shows coming up, man. March 22nd, I'll be in Baltimore. I'm gonna be in Baltimore, and I'll have those details. But if there's any other cities that y'all would like to see either one of us in, you know, man, please let us know. Let us know where y'all at. We got a sign up, like a sign up thing, and it's a sign up link in a bio where you could, like, you know, drop your email and let us know like what city you in, just to get first alerts, stuff like that. So yeah, just keep supporting us. Keep supporting us. Follow us on our personal pages, the podcast page, and just spread the word so this thing could continue to grow, man.
Message.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode. We definitely appreciate the new listeners. And yeah, we be back with y'all next week for another one. So yeah, it's been a good one. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris. Thank you very much. Happy Black History Month.
Yeah, and we out of here.